use affect medications that doctors prescribe to treat mental illness. So in this informational session, we will learn about how starting or stopping affects the liver and medications that we take. We include this session because many Clubhouse staff and members are unaware of the effects that tobacco can have on their medications. We will talk about tar and other nicotine chemicals that are in tobacco smoke. We will also learn about how much caffeine is in the products we consume, how caffeine interacts with tobacco use, and how smoking affects caffeine levels in our bodies. Did you know that tobacco smoke could affect some medications, including many that are prescribed to treat mental illness? Tobacco use in the liver. When tobacco is smoked, the smoke is inhaled into the lungs, where it goes into the bloodstream and to the brain. Tobacco smoke includes nicotine and many other harmful chemicals. Many of these chemicals are tars that are poisonous to the body. The liver is an important organ in the body to get rid of poisons like tobacco tars. When tars in the tobacco smoke reach the liver, they cause the liver to work harder and clean the body quicker. This also causes the liver to clean the body of healthy medications that also are removed from the body. So tobacco smoke and psychiatric medication. Tobacco smoking affects some psychiatric medication dosing in very important ways. When you smoke and take psychiatric medications, you actually need almost twice as much medication as you might need if you were not a smoker. We will review the list of medications later in this session. The main reason you need more medication is that tobacco smoke tars make the liver work harder and remove the medications quicker. It may seem that tobacco smoking lowers the blood levels of some mental health medications. When you quit smoking or stop for at least a week, you may need less medication. Always check with your doctor and make sure the doctor knows the information that we are discussing today. Do not change the medication dosage on your own, but make sure your doctor knows this information. You can watch the medication side effects because one of the first ways that doctors know that you need less medication is if you start having side effects again. This is why it is important for you to check with your doctor. So the fancy workings of the liver. Your liver works in a waste treatment plant and uses an enzyme in the liver to remove toxic substances from your body to protect it. When you smoke tobacco products, the tar produced by smoking tobacco causes your liver to produce more of this enzyme, which removes the nicotine, as well as other things like medication and caffeine, from your body faster than it usually would. This chain reaction in the liver leads you to want to smoke more, but it also causes you to need more medication for it to properly work. The increases in medication can lead to increased medication side effects. We will review this chain reaction on the following pages. So, what happens to the liver when someone smokes tobacco products? So you smoke the tobacco product. Your liver fires up and produces more of an enzyme to remove the toxins from your body. Your liver works harder to remove the tobacco tars and other things like medications and caffeine from your body faster than normal. Because you are addicted to tobacco, you keep smoking, and because you are smoking, you need more medication than if you were a non-smoker. So what happens to the liver when someone stops smoking tobacco products? So you stop smoking tobacco products, your liver begins to produce less of the enzyme that removes toxins from your body. Your liver returns to normal functioning and removes things like medications and caffeine from your body at a normal pace. You don't smoke anymore for a week or so, and you may need less medication because your blood levels start to go up with the liver slowing down. Watch out for side effects that might occur if you continue to avoid smoking and your medication dose stays the same. Work with your doctor to make any necessary changes in medications. The good news is that nicotine replacement therapy medications like Chantix or Zyban that may help you stop smoking will not affect this part of your liver or change your medication blood levels. Tobacco tars from the smoke impacts your liver and medication levels. Nicotine is not the cause. We will review the medications that can be affected by smoking on the following pages. Be sure to let your doctor know if you have any changes in your smoking habits, regardless of whether you start or stop smoking. You will need to review your medications with your doctor. The changes in your smoking habits can affect the medications that you take for your mental illness. So I'm not going to read all of these. The medications prescribed to treat mental illness that can be affected by smoking. So you have your antipsychotic medications I have listed here by the brand name and the generic name, and then your antidepressants and stuff like that. So I will give you time to look through and see if you're on any of these meds. Right now, this one I have some mood stabilizers and anxiolytics that can be affected by smoking. Other medications and substances that can be affected by smoking include caffeine and medications like acetaminophen, heparin, insulin, propranolol, prazosin, Rizul, rohypnol, Tactrin, theophylline, and warfarin. Quitting smoking can lead to better mental and physical health. Research shows that smoking cessation has no negative impact on psychiatric symptoms. Did you know that smoking also affects caffeine levels? Caffeine is one of the most used substances. Many people consume caffeine by eating chocolate, drinking coffee, tea, energy drinks, and soda. Some people become accustomed to certain levels of caffeine in their system. For most people, the caffeine equivalent of 2 to 3 cups of coffee in one day is okay, but more can be harmful. Smokers need to drink more coffee to get the same level of caffeine that a non-smoker would get out of a lesser amount of that beverage. When a smoker stops drinking and continues to drink the same number of caffeinated beverages, their caffeine levels go up and can double. Higher doses of caffeine can cause side effects such as headaches, nervousness, restlessness, excitement, insomnia, flushing of the face, increased urination, irregular or rapid heartbeat, high blood pressure, nausea, gastrointestinal disturbance, muscle spasms, a rambling flow of thought and speech, irritability, and psychomotor agitation. When a smoker stops smoking, they should also cut down on their caffeine intake to avoid these symptoms. Decaffeinated beverages or beverages without caffeine are worth considering regardless of whether you use tobacco or not. Do you know how much caffeine you use in a day? If yes, how much? So next I have a chart that will help. So these are just some approximate caffeinated amounts in your drinks and products. Okay, and that is it for this video. Thank you for listening.